I forgot to unmute. Hello, Meg. Hello, and we're live. We're live. We're live. Hello, Meg. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, hello.
I
What's
look like the
up?
biggest weeb right now.
Well, we have to start with our catchphrase. What's up, Ubu Nation?
Yeah, it will.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this the hot one here. She is Foxy Meg. What? Arjun's here. Yes, Arjun's here. Hello, hello, Arjun.
Hi.
Arjun's our reader on Thursday.
Oh,
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah. No, tomorrow.
Tom-
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes. Arjun's our reader
Cool.
tomorrow. Shade, the guy who's the stream was playing Pokemon. The one
Yes.
he's on Thursday.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah. So it is exciting. This
Woo!
Xboxy Mac, she sims over everyone and everything that moves. That's a girl.
Okay.
She is
Expose me.
yeah. I no. You can expose yourself, then I can get a lot of subscribers. But I'm not gonna expose you.
Oh, demonetized. You lose your Twitch affiliate.
So this is night 3. This is number 3. This is chapter number 3. Um,
Indeed.
would you like to introduce yourself, Mick, or would you like me to do it?
You can do it. You have a way with words.
Yeah, TOS.
Unlike the author.
Anjon just said terms of services, Bear. When I
Yeah.
so, ladies and gentlemen, this is Foxy Meg. She is a New Zealander artist, aspiring singer. She is extremely talented at everything she tries in her life. She's really funny. She
Thank you.
I met her during in a game called Comedy Night, which ironically is not funny, even though it's a stand-up comedy game. But and every time she went on stage, incels just went, "Yo, get off stage, you're a girl, you're not funny." But no, she is funny. Yep. I'm
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah. And yeah, we just she's part of the Cancel Club. If you followed me on YouTube and you've seen the Cancel Club reacts, she's there. She's the one who's always screaming at us.
Yep.
Yep. For and yeah, we play a fun game where we make her think she's gaslighting us by gaslighting her.
Yes, you admit it. I'm gonna get this clip. I'm gonna be saying that.
You say, well, you can get it tomorrow morning because it's up on my YouTube anyway. Hello, whoever just came in.
Yay! Hello.
Hello, and just want to say you all have been Bearman blessed.
Yes.
So to recap, I know Meg, you've been watching the streams and one stream and one recording. You have an idea what's going on. So on the first chapter, it was the world's most boring interview in a sandstone-filled IKEA. It was fucking boring. And in the second chapter, we met Catherine Kavanagh, or however she's called, and Catherine Kavanagh, however you pronounce it, is her extremely rich roommate. We met Jose, who is just this blob with dark eyes on fire, and then Christian.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kavanagh. As John says, Kavanagh. Yeah, and he's just this blob with the eyes on fire who essentially has a thing for her, and what else happened? Oh yeah, the big part is of course Christian Grey stalked her and found where she was looking.
He did.
Yep, in the pretense that he's out camping or something like that and bought just weird stuff, supposedly BDSM stuff, and then Ben the co-reader, who is in the BDSM committee, went nope, 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 nope.
That was a good one.
So I don't know. okay, I'm just gonna share this. I'm slightly dyslexic, so even though I love books, it's already hard enough for me to read it when it's a good book. Sometimes I get the D and
Yeah.
E's mixed up. Not much. It was worse when I was a child. And yeah, um, I cannot imagine
Yeah.
reading this. I'm kind.
So
Yep. You saying?
I was just gonna clarify for everyone that I am dyslexic. So if I stumble in my words or I don't know how to pronounce something, I'm very sorry, but I'll try my best.
Yep. But
Will you be reading along with me, Bob?
no, you'll be reading. I'll help you with any words that
Okay, thank you.
that you need help with. However, the issue is this book is so badly written. Hey, oh my God, Mr. Angry Ducky, thank you. Welcome, Mr. Angry Ducky. You have been Bearman blessed. He's hosting me. Thank you. He's wanted to see this stream, so that's gonna be fun. No,
Yay!
what was it I wanted to say? The way she writes, it's so bad that even people with no dyslexia, people with no challenges to reading, will have problems with this.
So she's essentially gaslighting her readers into thinking they're dyslexic. That's pretty fucked up.
Oh, speaking of which, early on, and I've already been told to redeem Uwu Bear. So,
Oh yay!
yay!
Oh no!
Yay!
The nightmare fuel.
Hello! Uwu, Uwu, Uwu.
Oh no!
And Uwu and he gives a Uwu away. So, really quick story about this. I told you, but I haven't seen my niece in like 2 years. I saw her last Saturday at work because she's not really my niece, but I consider her my niece. She's my best friend's daughter. My best friend also is my boss, and also want to co-read this in the future. Anyway, and then she was the one who taught me what uwu was 2 years ago, and I haven't seen you in 2 years. So I started uwuing all the time, and she's now a teenager, and she's going, oh God. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm so embarrassed. Don't walk away from me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Uncle Bob, leave me alone. So,
I guess that uwu is this generation's XD because you keep saying XD online, then it's at a certain point it's really cringe.
Yeah.
But then you grow up and you don't care anymore, so you just say it. Well, I do anyway. Everyone else needs to grow the fuck up, apparently.
She regrets teaching Uncle Bear about uwu. I know, right? She really does. All right. XD. Arjun just give an XD.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I always forget to do before I actually start this stream? I actually always forget to open the book. That's how much I hate the book. The one reason I'm here. I opened it like.
Please do.
Yeah, well, I've opened it already. So now, whenever you're ready, do you need another like a shot of alcohol into your eyes?
I've been drinking. This is wine, by the way. I need it. So, we shall go. Jesus, that's bright. Give me a sec.
The only thing bright about this book.
Here we go. A bit better. All right, chapter 3. Kate is ecstatic. But what was he doing at Clayton's? Her curiosity oozes through the phone. Ugh.
How do you do that?
I'm in the...
How does your curiosity use through the phone?
Ugh.
Can you just say her curiosity is palpable? At least she can hear that.
Yes. And did you know her husband was a writer as well, or he is?
He is.
And he like edited it for her. So it's like
exactly.
You had many chances to fix this.
Oh.
So anyway, I'm in the depth of the stock room, trying to keep my voice casual. He was in the area. I think that is one huge coincidence, Anna. Oh no. She's gaslighting her. Oh. Jesus. Okay. You don't think he was there to see you? She speculates. My heart lurches at the prospect. But it's a short-lived joy, the dull, disappointing reality that he was here on business.
He was not. He was fucking not.
He was visiting the farming division of WSU. He's funding some research. I mutter.
No, so you have to go. This was visiting the farming division of WSU. He's funding some research. That's muttering.
And Kate's like, what?
What the fuck did you just say, bitch?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes. He's giving the department 2.5 million grant. That's his grant. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is it meant to be grand?
Grant? Yes, it's grant.
Okay, I'm an idiot.
No, no, trust me. It's only been like 5 minutes, and the writing is so bad. It's starting to shut off your brain. I swear.
Yeah.
I swear. If they make euthanasia illegal, they should just let the old people read these books. The brain will shut off by itself.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. How do you know this? Anna, I'm a journalist. And I've written a profile on the guy. It's my job to know this.
Humble bragging. Wow.
Okay, Carla Bernstein. Is this
Hold
gee,
on.
how the
Mang,
heck?
Mang is here, and
Hi!
Mang wants frog time. So here you go. Here's frog time. Hello.
Oh, yeah. I gotta see this real quick. Oh, that's adorable. Okay, Carol Bernstein.
Bernstein.
Keep your hair on. So, do you want these photos? Of course I do. I don't even know who's talking. She needs to throw a name in there.
Exactly. And everybody sounds the same. Everybody is written with the same kind of voice. So you have no fucking idea who's talking.
Oh, God. Of course I do. The question is, who's going to do them and where? We could ask him where. Who's talking? He says he's staying in the area. You can contact him. I have a cell phone number. Kate gasps.
Wow.
The richest, most is that elusive?
Elusive,
The richest, most elusive, most enigmatic bachelor in Washington State just gave me his cell. Yes. Anna, he likes you. There's no doubt about it. Her tone is empathetic.
Wait,
okay.
Wait.
Anna.
Wait, pause.
Anna, he likes you. What?
The tone is emphatic.
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 What does that mean?
Full of empathy. Like she knows this is the trouble. She knows she knows it's trouble.
She's like, listen, Anna, you need to move states. This guy is stalking you. She's like, okay, let me read this empathetically.
Yeah.
Anna, he likes you. There's no doubt about it. Kate, he's just trying to be nice. But even as I say the words, I know they're not true. Christian Grey doesn't do nice. He does polite, maybe. And a small, quiet voice whispers, perhaps Kate is right. The scalp prickles up at the idea.
How did your scalp prickle?
It's just disgusted.
I'm thinking she's an echidna now, and you know when they go or a hedgehog. Oh, this is a hedgehog. Okay, this is Sonic.
Oh no. I hug myself with quiet glee.
What?
So looking from side to side.
Wait. Wait, Meg, you've done acting. I've done acting. Let's act that out. I hug myself.
Okay. Rocking side to side. That's like a soothing mechanism. You know, rocking side to side is a self-soothing mechanism. Like, that means she's fucking terrified.
Oh, help me! Help me! Help me!
Yeah. Entertaining the possibility that he might like me for one brief moment, Kate brings me back to the now.
To the present.
I know.
I hate it already.
I don't know who will get to do the shoot. Levi, our regular photographer, can't. He's home in Idaho Falls for the weekend. He'll be pissed that he blew an opportunity for a photo of one of America's leading entrepreneurs.
But by the way, Meg, Azion agrees she's probably terrified.
What about Jose?
Jose.
Jose.
With a great. It's Jose.
Jose.
Jose. I think every time his name is pronounced, I'll do the because he's the token. He's the,
Spanish guy.
yeah, he's the token person of color.
It's just, he's just, he's just a blob with eyes. Anyway. Great idea. You ask him. He'll do anything for you. Then call Gray and find out where he wants us. Kate is irritatingly
cavalier about Jose. Cavalier
What does that mean?
means uncaring about Jose. Like uncaring, like, oh, everything will be fine. But
Okay.
how do you act that out? Irritatingly. You see, like, okay, you and I have acted. If we get a script and we don't know what the fuck it means, we'll talk to the director going, what the fuck do I do with this? How the fuck do I act cavalier and irritated at the same time? Wait, Azion says token Latino. Thank you, Azion.
Yeah, token Latino. I think you should call him. Why Jose? I mean, why Jose? Kate scoffs. No, Gray.
What?
Anna, you're the one with the relationship.
Oh, that was so confusing.
Relationship? I speak at her, my voice rising several octaves. Good, I did it.
Squeaking. It went so high your mic didn't pick it up, and we're using the same mic. So if I go, yeah,
I heard that too. I barely know the guy. At least you've met him, she says bitterly.
Wow, so angry.
And it looks like he wants to know you better, Anna. Just call him. She snaps and hangs up. I thought it was going to say she bends and snaps. I was like, okay. She's so bossy sometimes. I frown at myself, sticking my tongue out at it. That's normal.
This is how you act it out, Meg.
Yeah. With the frog on your head.
Oh yeah. It's been over 5 minutes. I need to switch off frog time.
Oh god, I lost my place. Oh yeah, here it is. I'm just leaving a message for Jose when Paul enters the stockroom looking for sandpaper.
Again with the sand. I think it's a foreshadowing that Anna is always dry when they fuck. And it feels like sand.
Oh god, like Ben Shapiro's wife.
That's the second Ben Shapiro reference in this whole stupid project.
That's a red flag in itself. Okay. We're kind of busy out there, Anna, he says without...
Acrimony? What?
What does that mean?
Acrimoniously. Yeah. Acrimoniously is like it's like officiously kind of thing. Yeah, but without being official. So we're gonna be out there. I'm totally lost.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
She thought by throwing in a bunch of thesaurus words in there, you wouldn't realize it's bad writing.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I feel pretty gaslighted by this book because it's making me think how stupid I am because I don't know these obscure words.
Okay, Meg, you're an artist who has been on stage and can sing. Lauren studied philosophy and writing. Ben is a scientist, and I'm a teacher, and we all feel dumb when we read this shit.
Okay. And I feel a bit better now.
but that's the thing. We all feel dumb. And then I realized, it's her. It's not us. It's fucking her.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry, I mutter, turning to leave. So how come you know Christian Grey? Paul's voice is unconceivable unconvincingly nonchalant.
Oh, so how you know that?
I had to interview him for our student paper. Kate wasn't well. I shrug, trying to sound casual and doing no better than him. Christian Grey and Clayton's. Go figure. Paul snorts.
So you have to snort with that.
I did.
With Clayton.
Just a big
figure.
flimmy spit on the ground.
Xavier says hi.
Hi, Xavier.
Hi, Xavier. Hello, everybody who just came in. You have been Bearman blessed. Yeah,
Hello.
we're doing exactly as the title says. We are reading 50 Shades of Grey. This is part 3. Meg is reading chapter 3, and oh god, I've already fallen sick from the first 2 chapters. Anyway, let's continue.
Paul snorts. Oh, he snorted amazingly. Amazed. Okay. He shakes his head as if to clear it. Anyway, I want to grab a drink or something this evening. I'm sorry. Whenever he's at home, he asks me on a date. I always say no. It's a ritual. Okay. I've never considered it a good idea to date the boss's brother. Besides, Paul is cute in a wholesome, all-American boy next door kind of way, but he's no literary hero.
Is that what
Did I
wants?
say that right?
No, you did it right. I'm doing this because he's no literary hero. So she wants a literary hero. He wants somebody from the books. Imagine actually dating Harry Potter. That guy has issues.
Harry Potter?
Yeah. As much as I love Harry Potter as the character, that guy has issues. I wouldn't want to date him.
It's been a while. Okay. Okay. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Is grey? My subconscious asked me.
What?
My eyebrow figuratively raised. Can it just raise like actually, not figuratively?
Yep. So no. So it's kind of like it's raised by spirit, but not literal. Even though raising an eyebrow is literally just this.
Yeah.
Xavier says everyone has their own issues. That's true. And also, he redeemed hydrate and posture. So drink. No, you have to drink as well. And yeah, posture, check, stretch. Cool. And yeah, no, everyone has their own issues. Yes, Xavier, but E.L. James, the writer, has made everyone else have issues because there are a lot of people, a lot of women in the world who think that Christian Grey is the perfect man. I don't know how many times I've seen on Tinder. Are you my Mr. Grey? Swipe left. Are you my Mr. Grey? Swipe left. Are you my Anna? Wait, what? Yeah, but,
Are you my Anna?
but yeah, exactly.
You're like, hell yeah. Okay.
Whoa! Thank you, Shade, for the resub. Thank you. You have been Bearman
Shade, hi.
And Shade is our reader on Thursday, so I'm so excited as well. Anyway, it's Grey, right?
Yes, it's Grey. I slap her down. Oh, she slaps her figuratively raised eyebrow down. Don't.
Ow.
Yeah. Don't you have a family dinner or something for your brother? That's tomorrow. Who's talking? Maybe some other time, Paul. I need to study tonight. I have finals next week. Anna, one of these days, you'll say yes.
Somebody.
He smiles.
Somebody reading Broken Bear. So let's do it.
Yeah, that would be pretty accurate if you did Broken Bear.
Ugh, I'm so damaged.
Yeah, you're in a bit of a mood today.
I am so damaged. I'm in a bit of mood every time I'm on this book.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty damaged, guys.
Ain't no one gonna steal your girl. I'm gonna steal your girl. I'm so damaged.
But Anna can fix him.
Hi, RMT. Welcome. You have been Bearman blessed. Yes, we're doing 50 Shades of Grey. All right, continue. I don't know where the fuck we are now. That's tomorrow?
Yeah. Okay. One of these days, you'll say yes. He smiles as I escape out the store floor. Jesus.
Wow.
But
so for him, she has fight or flight, but not for Christian Grey.
That's confusing.
Uh-huh.
Maybe he's just not a literary hero. But I do places, Anna, not people. Jose groans.
That's a strange way to change scenes. Wait. What? Number one, why that Jose? Why is that Jose suddenly here? And two, but I do places and are not people. It's like
Yeah, I'm a bit confused as well. Like he
Yeah.
was there the whole time, didn't realize.
But
Jose, please, I beg, clutching myself. I face the living area of our apartment, starting with the window at the fading evening light. Give me that phone. Kate grabs the handset from me, tossing her silken red blonde hair over her shoulder. I've never heard of that color.
it could be reddish and red and blonde. I mean, you could have like two
Really?
streaks. Yeah, I mean, there are people who have like red and blonde streaks or whatever, but no, just the way that she says it is weird. The way she writes it is weird.
Okay. Listen here, Jose Rodriguez. That's the most Latina name you could give him. That's pretty racist, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
It's like talking. It's like giving a black character, Mr. Brown Man or something, or token black, which is what they did in South Park. But that's funny.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be serious.
If you want our newspaper to cover the opening of your show, you'll do the shoot for us tomorrow. Capiche?
Capiche?
Kate can be awesomely
she's
tough.
Italian. I'm walking here.
Capiche?
Capiche.
Kate can be awesomely tough. Good. Anna will call back with the location and the call time. We'll see you tomorrow. She snaps the cell phone shut. Imagine when you could do that.
So, this is around that time where you had like those snapper phones things.
Yeah. If you want to hang out with people with more impact. Sorted. All we need to do now is decide where and when. Call him. She holds the cell phone out to me. My stomach twists. Call Gray now. I scowl at her and reach into my back pocket for his business card. I take a deep, steadying breath, and with shaking fingers, I dial the number. He answers on the second ring.
That's quick.
His tone is clipped. His tone is clipped, calm, and cold.
Like a serial killer.
Gray. Mr. Gray.
No, I think
it's Anastasia Steele.
For Meg, it's supposed to be Gray.
Oh. I didn't realize it was him talk. Maybe if they. Oh, never mind.
Yep. I told you, it's not you. It's really not you.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you, it's this fucking writer.
Yeah. Okay. Gray. Mr. Gray, it's Anastasia Steele. I don't recognize my own voice. I'm so nervous. There's a brief pause. Inside, I'm quaking. Sis. She's quaking. Miss Steele, how nice. Oh, no, I'm not even doing that. Miss Steele, how nice to hear from you. His voice has changed. He's surprised. I think so. He sounds so warm, seductive even. My breath hitches and I flush. Stop flushing. I'm suddenly conscious that Catherine Kavanagh is staring at me. Her mouth open, and I dart into the kitchen to avoid her unwanted scrutiny. We'd like to go ahead with the photo shoot for the article. Breathe, Anna, breathe. My lungs drag in a hasty breath. Tomorrow, if that's okay. Where would you like to be convenient for you, sir?
Boss, Alan, redeem, hydrate, stretch, and posture as well. Hi, Alan!
Okay, I will hydrate for you.
Alan is on next week.
Woo!
So, Alan question on a friend's stream. Why am I do? Why is he doing this? He's still wondering why he's doing this, and I'm going. Well, you play Dark Souls on your stream, and it is easy for you now. Now you need a challenge, so reading this book will be a challenge.
Very true. Basically Dark Souls to read this.
Yeah, pretty much it.
Blah, blah. I can almost hear his Sphinx-like smile through the phone.
Wait, Sphinx.
The Sphinx doesn't have a smile, does it?
Not really. It's more like.
Wait.
That's a Sphinx smile. The Sphinx doesn't.
Yeah,
smile.
it's not really a smile.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's not. What? She's trying to make herself sound smart, like going, "Oh,
yeah,
I've been. Look, imagine
like Egyptian.
Egypt. Yeah." so Alan says basically no smile. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm staying at Heathman in Portland. Shall we say 9:30 tomorrow morning? Okay, we'll see you there. I'm all gushing and breathy. That's a bit soon.
Yeah, she's maybe. No wonder she's
gushing. Yeah. Get off the toilet, Anna. Like a child, not a grown woman who can vote and drink legally in the state of Washington.
What a weird sentence. What a weird sentence.
I look forward to it, Miss Steele. I visualize the wicked gleam in his grey eyes. How can he make 7 little words hold so much tantalizing promise?
What about this?
I hang up.
What about this 7
That's
words?
a bit rude.
What about this for 7 words? I will kill you. Nobody. Yep, I will kill you, nobody. That's 7 words as well.
Nobody shall be recovered.
Yes.
Yeah. So she just hangs up on him without saying bye.
Yep.
Kate is in the kitchen and she's staring at me with a look of complete and utter
consternation.
I thought that was constipation for a second. I was pretty confused.
I actually too. If she use a constipated face, it would still suit it.
Yeah, I'd almost respect the author more. Okay, on her face. Anastasia Rose Steele.
Of course,
you like him.
Of course, the fucking middle name is Rose.
Who doesn't have a middle name
called
Rose?
Fucking Rose.
Character.
Of course, it's the most typical.
How basic does it have to be? Jesus, she looked up the most common middle names, and then almost as well as that the most common Latino last names.
And then in the Mister, which is the follow-up to, not the follow-up, like another book she wrote, the female's name is Alicia Dimachi. So people have complained about her giving the most blandest name. So now, from going from Christian Grey and Anastasia Steele, she goes to Maximilian Trevelyan and Alicia Dimachi, which, is a dyslexic's wet dream, essentially.
Yeah. You like him. I've never heard you sound so affected by anyone before. You're actually blushing. Okay, you know that I blush all the time. It's just an occupational hazard with me. Don't be so ridiculous, I snap.
Wait, just
You're not very intimidating.
Pause a second. Alan, thank you for dropping by. Thank you. Hey, Alan.
Bye.
You have been Bearman Blast. Where are we?
I keep losing my place. I need to start highlighting this. Okay,
Is it? I blush all the time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she blinks at me with with I very rarely throw my toys out of the pram.
How do you blink at someone
That's
with surprise?
Very weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you blink at someone with surprise? I have no idea.
I briefly relent. I just find him intimidating. That's all. Heathman. That Ethman. That figures, mutters Kate. I'll give the manager a call. Okay, Karen, calm down. And negotiate a space for the shoot. I'll make supper, then I need to study. I cannot hide my irritation with her as I open one of the cupboards to make supper. I am restless that night, tossing and turning, dreaming of smoky grey eyes, coveralls, long legs, long fingers, and dark, unexplored places.
This is just D&D.
Yeah.
I apologize to Dungeons and Dragon fans. Please don't cancel us. So who have we insulted? The Sandstone fan community, yogis, all Catholics, and now Dungeons and Dragons players.
Oh jeez. How are you gonna get any subs now?
Exactly.
You keep microaggressioning everything. Okay. I wake twice in the night, my heart pounding.
This is a nightmare.
Oh. I mean,
This is a fucking nightmare.
Smoky grey eyes.
Yeah.
I'm going to look just great tomorrow with so little sleep. I scold myself. I punch my pillow and try to settle. The Heathman is nested in the downtown heart of Portland.
Another IKEA paragraph. Kills me.
Its impressive brown stone edifice. Help. Edifice.
Yeah, it's correct. Edifice.
Is that it?
Yep, that's correct.
Was completed just in the time for the crash of the late 1920s. Jose, Travis, and I are traveling in my Beetle. Of course, she has a Beetle.
Wait, who
the car?
Who the fuck is Travis?
I don't know.
I have no fucking idea.
I don't know. Maybe they'll explain it if we're lucky. Kate is in her CLK since we all can't fit in my car. Travis is Jose's friend and a
Gopher.
Gopher.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Sorry,
I'm
lighting guy. Lighting.
Oh, okay.
Balancing guy.
Yeah, I recognize that now. Here to help with the I could have just read the next word. Okay. Kate has managed to acquire the use of the room at the Heathman free of charge for the morning in exchange for a credit in the article. When she explains at reception that we're here to photograph Christian Grey, CEO entrepreneur, we are instantly upgraded to the suite.
Wow.
Just a regular size suite.
Oh, it's
just
regular size.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing special.
However, as apparently Mr. Grey is already occupied the largest one in the building.
Then why don't you just
Yeah,
use...
why don't they just...
Exactly. You're thinking what I'm thinking. Why didn't they just use his fucking suite?
Oh no, because he makes a big mess in it because he's a fucking mess. As overkeen marketing executive shows up to the suite. He's terribly young and very nervous for some reason. Well, so are you. I suspect it's Kate's beauty and commanding manner that disarms him, like it does me, because he's putty in her hands. The rooms are elegant, understated, and
opulently furnished.
Okay.
But the thing is, opulent means over the top. How is it understated and over the top?
Yeah,
I know.
Anyways,
it's
more contradictions. We love to see it.
It's a hypocritical sentence in 3 words. What the? Anyway.
It's 9. We have half an hour to set up. Kate is in full flow.
Oh, she's having a period. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, maybe something Kate is in her element. Kate, it should be Kate is in her element or something to that level. Kate is in full flow.
She's having her heaviest flow of the month.
This is the worst sentence yet. Kate is in full flow. Oh
Jose,
my
I think we'll shoot against the wall. Do you agree? She doesn't wait for his reply. Travis, clear the chairs. Anna, can you ask the housekeeping to bring us some refreshments and let Gray know we're here? Yes, mistress. She is so domineering. I roll my eyes, but I do as I'm told. Half an hour later, Christian Grey walks into our suite. Holy crap! He's wearing a white shirt, open at the collar, a grey flannel pants that hang from his hips.
What?
Well,
What?
yeah, what else do they do? What? Are they like really flowy or something? What are you on about? His unruly hair is still damp from a shower. My mouth goes dry and so does my pussy just from looking at him. He's so freaking hot.
That's not part of the book. That's
No, I just added that in.
But thank you for making it better.
You're welcome. He's so freaking hot. Gray is followed into the suite by a man in his mid-30s, all buzz cut and stubble, in a very sharp dark suit and tie, who would stand silently at the corner. It's called the bodyguard, sweetie. His hazel eyes watch us impassively. Miss Steele, we meet again. Gray extends his hand and I shake it blinkingly, rapidly.
Wait, so how?
Blinking rapidly
Pause.
again.
Make. Let's act that out. Shake hands. Blink.
Yeah. It's very weird. It's like, are you okay? Are you having a seizure? Oh my. He is really quite... Wow. As I touch his hand, I am aware of the delicious current. Sorry. Current. It was split up on the page.
I
Thing,
know.
so I got confused. Okay, I just want to clarify. I know that word. Okay. Running right through me.
That's a stroke, honey. That's a stroke. You're having a stroke.
Okay. Lighting me up, making me
That's
blush.
a fucking stroke.
Suddenly I can't speak. I fall on my knees. No, I'm joking. Okay, and I'm sure my erratic breathing must be audible.
Yeah, but everything points to a fucking
Go to the hospital! Okay. Mr. Gray, this is Catherine Caviar. I mutter. Oh, sorry.
No. That's a much better name.
No.
Catherine Caviar, yes. Catherine Colombo. Catherine Canada. Let's just change the fucking name.
I was just gonna change how I said that because it said she muttered, so Mr. Gray, this is Catherine Caviar. Waving a hand towards Kate, who comes forward, looking him squarely in the eye. The tenacious Miss Caviar. Tenacious.
Yes, tenacious.
The tenacious Miss Kavanagh. How do you do? He gives me a small smile, looking genuinely amused. I trust you're feeling better. Anastasia said you were unwell last week. I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Gray.
Mm-hmm.
She shakes his hand firmly. Oh wait, that was Kate, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, she shakes his hand firmly without batting an eyelid. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I remind myself that Kate has been to the best private schools in Washington. Her family has money and she's grown up confident. She's grown up confident and sure of her place in the world. She doesn't take any crap. I am in awe of her. Thank you for taking the time to do this. She gives him a polite professional smile. It's a pleasure. He answers, turning his grey gaze on me. I flush again. Damn it.
I did at the toilet. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, right. I thought you said that for you. Anyways, this is Jose Rodriguez, our photographer. I say, grinning at Jose, who smiles with affection back at me. His eyes cool when he looks from me to Gray. Mr. Gray. No, I won't do that. Mr. Gray, he nods.
I'll do that. Mr. Gray! He knows. Hey, I'm brown. You don't know which brown I am. I can use that. Mr. Gray? Mr. Gray?
You're
Mr. Gray!
racially ambiguous.
I am.
Okay. Mr. Rodriguez. Gray's expression changes too as he appraises Jose. Where would you like me? Gray asks him, his tone sounding vaguely threatening.
That's a red flag. He's already jealous of the fucking photographer. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a red flag. And let me so 20 red flags.
Woo!
Woohoo! Not woohoo, like oh you.
Ew! But Catherine is... Oh, okay. I can't hear it.
No, it's fine.
But Catherine is not about to let Jose run the show. Mr. Gray, could you just sit here, please? Be careful of the lightning cables, and then we'll do a few standing too. She directs him to a chair set up against the wall. Travis switches on the lights, momentarily blinding Gray, and mutters an apology. When Travis and I stand back and watch as Jose proceeds to snap away, he takes several photographs handheld, asking Gray to turn this way, then that, then move his arm, and then put it down again.
Wait. He takes several photographs handheld. Is Jose like holding Gray's hand?
That's a more funny way to think about it, actually. I'm just gonna blow my nose real quick.
No. So, Meg, you got sick as well because of this book.
Yeah, apparently it's contagious, like a curse. Where am I? So he was holding his hand the whole time. It's like, okay. Moving the tripod, Jose takes several more, while Gray sits and poses patiently and naturally for about 20 minutes. My wish has come true. I can stand and admire Gray from not so afar. Twice our eyes lock, and I have to tear myself away from his cloudy gaze.
Is he vaping?
He just keeps vaping the fattest clouds.
Meg, this is how a cloudy gaze looks like, okay?
Okay. I wanted to laugh, but I would cough. That's like such a dead. That's like a dead person's gaze.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Enough sitting. Catherine wades in again.
Like a penguin.
Yeah, she's like, enough sitting. She waddles. Standing, Mr. Gray? She asks. He stands, and Travis scurries in to move the chair.
Like a freaking what animal I'm thinking of? These nuts. Squirrel.
What the fuck?
So a penguin and a squirrel. Yeah, cool.
Cool, man. And a guy who keeps ripping the fattest clouds. The shutter on Jose's Nikon starts clicking again. I think we've had enough, Jose announces 5 minutes later.
I've had enough of this fucking book.
Yeah, we know that already. Great, says Kate. That rhymed. It's like pretty impressive for her.
For her, very impressive.
Yay!
Well done. You don't have to write. Yeah. Yes, you just finished grade initial. Let's go to grade 1. Let me teach you what rhyming couplets are.
She should write poetry instead of novels.
Please don't.
Because it's more pretentious.
No, please don't, because I write poetry and I
Okay.
won't sell as much poetry as she does.
Yeah, that would make you feel so bad.
Oh, I do.
um, Thank you again, Mr. Gray. She shakes his hand, as does Jose. I look forward to reading the article, Miss Kavanagh. Miss Gray, sorry. I look forward to reading the article, Miss Kavanagh. And turns to me, standing by the door. Will you walk with me, Miss Steele? He asks. Sure, I say, completely thrown.
Oh, so
I
somebody.
glance. Like, did he just throw her? She's like, ah! I glance anxiously at Kate, who shrugs at me. I notice Jose scowling
That
behind
glance
her.
is a help me glance, as in literally, this is a killer. Help me, Kate. And Kate just goes, fuck you.
Good day to you all, says Gray, as he opens a door standing aside to allow me out first. Holy hell, what is this about? What does he want? I pause in the hotel corridor, fidgeting nervously as Gray emerges from the room, followed by Mr. Buzzcut and his sharp suit.
It's just a bodyguard.
I know.
Just say by his bodyguard. You say four words.
Yeah. I'll call you Taylor, he murmurs to Buzzcut. Is Taylor not his name? Or is that just a mental note she's making to himself?
I'll call you, Taylor. There's a comma there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're right. He murmurs to Buzzcut. Taylor wanders down the corridor, and Gray turns his burning grey glades to me. Crap, have I done something wrong? I wondered if you were free to join me for coffee this morning. My heart slams into my mouth.
Again with the heart in the mouth. Again with the heart on the mouth. Ben and I have talked about this. That's not a good medical condition to have.
She has many health issues. We really need to talk about it.
We do.
Maybe he thinks you haven't woken up yet. Oh.
Wait, where are we?
Well, okay. Wait, my bad.
Okay.
A date? Christian Grey is asking me on a date. He's asking if you want coffee. Maybe he just thinks you haven't woken up yet. Babe, stop gaslighting yourself. My subconscious whines at me in a sneering mood again.
Your subconscious can't talk. I just keep on repeating this, but your subconscious can't talk to you. Your subconscious is when you go jogging at the same track and you say the same tree that so much that you have ignored it, but it's imprinted in your brain. That's the fucking subconscious. I'm so mad when she uses that.
I clear my throat, trying to control my nerves. I have to drive something home. I murmur apologetically, twisting my hands and fingers in front of me. Taylor! He calls, making me jump. Taylor, who had been retreating down the corridor, turns his head back towards us. Are they based at the university? Gray asks, his voice soft and inquiring. I nod, too stunned to speak. Taylor can take them. He's my driver. We have a large 4x4 here.
4x4.
4x4 here.
It's just a truck.
So he'll be able to take the equipment
He's just
too.
bragging. I have a truck here.
I have a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Mr. Gray, Taylor asks when he reaches us, giving nothing away. Please, can you drive the photographer, his assistant, and Miss Kavanagh back home? Certainly, sir, Taylor replies. There. Now can you join me for coffee? Gray smiles as if it's a done deal. I frown at him. Mr. Gray, this really... Look, Taylor doesn't have to drive them home. I flash a quick, brief look at Taylor.
It's so hard to read. I'm reading along with you, and I'm so hard to read.
Who remains
Stoically.
Stoically impassive, thank you. I'll swap vehicles with Kate if you give me a moment. Gray smiles a dazzling, unguarded, natural, all teeth showing, glorious smile.
The Grinch.
Well, at least he actually smiled, unlike
Yeah, grunts.
the Sphinx.
Oh, God. Excuse me, I need to blow my nose.
Okay.
This book is giving me COVID, I swear.
This is where it came from.
Exactly. This came out 5 years ago, and the world has turned to shit this past 5 years.
This explains a lot. Think about it.
Can you imagine the kids? Okay, the ladies who got turned on by these books had sex with their partners and then had babies. Can you imagine the kids who are 50 Shades babies?
Oh no, don't even. Why did you have to say that? No, that wouldn't have even been a thought until you said that. Imagine the 50 Shade babies.
Yeah, we have COVID babies, we have World Cup
There was a
babies.
baby boomers, now there's a 50 Shade babies.
Oh God, that's a whole new
Thanks,
generation.
I hate it. Oh my. He opens the door of the suite so I can re-enter. I scoot around him and into the room, finding Catherine in deep discussion with Jose. Anna, I think he definitely likes you, she says with no
Preamble.
preamble whatsoever. Jose glares at me with disapproval. But I don't trust him, she adds.
Exactly.
Oh, that's interesting.
Exactly.
I didn't think she would have like a sane female friend to like discourage her.
Exactly.
She adds, I raise my hand up in the hope that she'll stop talking. By some miracle, she does. Kate, if you take the Beetle, can I take your car? Why? Christian Grey has asked me to go to coffee with him. Her mouth pops open.
Like that pocket.
Speechless, Kate. I savor the moment. Calm down.
Yeah.
She grabs me by the arm and drags me into the bedroom that's off the living area of the suite. Is she gonna like make out with her?
You don't have to specify that, you know.
She dragged me into the next room.
Yeah, exactly.
Would have been enough.
Exactly. Look, make your dyslexic and you can write better than this.
Anna, there's something about him. His tone is full of warning. I don't even need to be here. Kate's pointing this all out for her.
No.
He's gorgeous, I agree, but I think he's dangerous, especially for someone like you. What do you mean, someone like me? I demand. Affronted.
Yep.
An innocent like you, Anna. You know what I mean. She says, a little irritated. I flush.
Oh God, flush again. I think
Hey,
they were in the bedroom.
it's just coffee. Yeah, we're in the room next door. Kate, it's just coffee. I'm starting my exams this week and I need to study, so I won't be long. She purses her lips as if considering my request. Finally, she fishes
Again,
her car keys out of her
fishing.
pocket.
Fishing something out of pockets and bags. Like, how big are the bags here? Are they what the
Them little fish tanks.
Oh, do they have TARDISes in their like pockets or something?
Oh,
on the
no.
inside.
Out of her pocket and hands them to me. I handed her mine. I'll see you later. Don't be long, or I'll send a search and rescue. Damn!
Wow.
I love that. I love that she spotted all the red flags.
Wow. Yep. Yep.
Thanks. I hug her. I emerge from the suite to find Christian Grey waiting, leaning up against the wall, looking like a male model, in pose for some glossy high-end magazine.
Oh God.
Okay, let's do coffee, I murmur, flushing a beet red.
Mama. Okay, let's do coffee.
Okay, let's do coffee.
Okay,
Really?
gentlemen, if a woman talks like that when she's going out with you, she's not interested. Okay? All right.
Okay, let's do coffee.
Yeah, I've had an experience, and I just sent her home. Please don't push.
What?
No, I went out with this woman. She agreed. We were out for drinks, and she
Yeah.
like the week before with other friends, and she agreed to the date drunk, right?
Yeah.
The next week, when we went on the date, she was totally disinterested, and I could sense, so
Mm,
I sent her back home because
yeah.
you can always know if somebody is not interested if you actually listen. But no, this is not listening.
Yeah, you just need to follow your gut. And
And
clearly, Anna's not. We can all learn something from this.
yep, if a woman
Because.
murmuring means no.
Mm, yep. He grins. After you, Miss Steele. He stands up straight, holding his hand out for me to go first. I make my way down the corridor, my knees shaky, my stomach full of butterflies, and my heart in my mouth thumping in a dramatic, uneven beat. Jesus, woman.
She's
I'm
dying.
going to have I know, she's on the edge of death. I'm going to have coffee with Christian Grey, and I hate coffee.
What
Um,
the fuck?
Well, now I just hate her for a different reason. No, I'm
Yeah.
joking.
No,
Now I'm gatekeeping.
Now you're adding something else to hit her with.
Honestly, now I'm gatekeeping coffee. And,
Mm.
mm. We walk together down the wide hotel corridor to the elevators. What should I say to him? My mind is suddenly paralyzed with
Apprehension.
apprehension. Thank
Yep.
you. What are we going to talk about? What on earth do I have in common with him? His soft, warm voice startles me from my
Reverie.
Jesus.
It's just dream. It's just daydreaming. Can't you just use simple words? Day fucking dreaming.
Please. How long have you known Catherine Kavanagh? Oh, an easy question for starters. Since our freshman year, she's a good friend. He replies, non-committal. What is he thinking? At the elevators, he presses a call button and the bell rings almost immediately. And the doors slide open, revealing a young couple in a passionate clinch inside.
So it's such a hard sentence to read.
Yeah. Surprised and embarrassed, they jump apart, staring guiltily in every direction but ours. Gray and I step into the elevator. Well, you don't need to be that embarrassed.
Yeah, it's just making up. There's no.
I am.
Stop slut shaming. Stop pink
Yeah.
shaming.
Anna needs to stop slut shaming. I reckon that's another problem with her.
And in extension, E.L. James, essentially.
Yes. I'm struggling to maintain a straight face, so I gaze down at the floor, feeling my cheek turning pink. But when I peek up at Gray through my lashes, he has a hint of a smile on his lips. But it's not.
This is how looking at someone through lashes is.
Yeah.
All right.
That's terrifying.
Yes, exactly. Shit.
Isn't it the movie thing where like actors will do that specific look?
That's literally
right. That's literally what he's doing. That's a classic villain behavior.
I've literally played a sexual predator on stage, and I've literally done that. So
this is terrible. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very hard to tell. The young couple says nothing, and we travel down the first floor in an embarrassed silence. We don't even have trashy piped music to distract us. The doors open, and much to my surprise, Gray takes my hand, clasping it with his long, cool fingers. I feel the current run through me, and my already rapid heartbeat accelerates.
Fight or flight response.
Yes.
The scientist corridor has confirmed it. Walter Law, who is a doctor in 10 streams time, will confirm it. It's a
Yeah.
Oh god.
You need to follow your gut. Like, what are you doing? Run away. Okay.
You got a Mercedes. You can drive as fast as possible away from him. Save yourself.
Very true.
Yep.
You just finished the job. Okay. As he leads me out the elevator, we can hear surprised giggles of the couple erupting behind us. Why? Gray grins. What is it about elevators? He mutters. What is it about elevators?
Pause. Yes. Apparently, in the 50 Shades movies, there are a lot of elevator shots. Like elevator closing, opening.
Yeah, that's cheap. That's a cop out.
Yeah. So essentially, that's how they try to signify in the movie. This line here. Oh God.
Oh, I see. What is it about elevators? We cross the expansive, bustling hobby of the hotel toward the entrance, but Gray avoids the revolving door. And I wonder if that's because he'd have to let go of my hand. Don't flatter yourself. Outside, outside, it's a mild May Sunday. The sun is shining and the traffic is light. Gray turns left and strolls to the corner. I just imagine he's like almost like marching right ahead of her, and she's just like struggling to keep up. It's like, bruh. He's just like turning left, boom, and it's like very robotically. That's not cute.
Yep.
Returns. We're waiting for the lights of the pedestrian crossing to change. He's still holding my hand. I'm in the street with Christian Grey holding my hand. No one has ever held my hand.
Wait. I'm in the street.
Oh, I'm in the street.
I'm in the.
She's in the street.
She's under the road. She is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What?
Mom, I don't think you get it. She belongs to the streets.
She gangsta. Nope. All right, continue. This is so bad.
No one has ever held my hand.
Not even your fucking mom.
Oh! Oh no. Oh no. No one has ever held my hand. That's kind of sad. Okay.
Everything about this is sad.
Yeah, that's true, to be honest. I feel giddy and I tingle all over. I attempt to smother the ridiculous grin that threatens to split my face in two.
What? 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 What?
Try to be cool, Anna. My subconscious implores me. The green man appears and we're off again.
Okay, I'm sorry. The whole paragraph, this paragraph, outside is a mild Sunday and we're off again, has been the worst paragraph so far. Every single sentence hurts me.
The green man appears and we're off again. God damn it. He's still robotically walking way too fast, Nudger. We walk 4 blocks before we reach the Portland Coffee House, where Gray releases me. The fact he was just like digging his fingernails in her head. He's just like
releases me like I'm a prisoner of war and now I'm free.
Yeah, she's like, oh, thank fuck. That's hilarious.
Oh god. Do you ever watch Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
No.
It's about these women who were abducted by a priest, and then they were stuck underground for like 12 years, and then the open.
Actually, my mum told me about this, oddly enough.
Yep, and
because she's watching it with her partner,
and it's really funny. It's a really good show. But now I'm just thinking, because the opening scene of the show is them actually escaping that hole in the ground, the bunker. So it's just me thinking, he has released me. Oh, I'm free. Sunlight. I haven't seen you for so long.
The fact she feels like she's been released.
Yep. Yep.
Um, uh, why don't you choose a table while I get the drinks? What would you like? He asks, polite as ever. I'll have English breakfast tea. Bag out.
Already teabagging. That's quite.
Already doing bag out. I've never heard the phrase bag out before, to be honest. And I've worked in restaurants.
Exactly.
Maybe it's an American thing. Fuck, what do I know? He raises his
Wait, you just insulted Americans, so sorry, Americans, don't cancel us. So add Americans to the list,
no.
to the list of people we have insulted.
That's less and less niche. He raises his eyebrows. No coffee? I'm not keen on coffee. He smiles. Okay, bag out tea. Why does that sound dirty?
It does.
Okay, bag out tea.
But not in the fun way, you know.
Yeah, just in a just stop talking about your sack kind of way. Anyways, for a moment I'm stunned, thinking it's an endearment.
Oh my
Unfortunately,
God.
my subconscious kicks in with pursed lips. No, stupid. Do you take sugar?
Oh.
No, thanks.
So she actually thought he called her sugar. After 3.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Oh, she is so fucking dumb.
Girl.
She's fucking dumb and so. Oh.
Oh no. She needs help. She has this childlike brain.
She
with
does.
Seizure
She
tendencies.
Does. She does.
No thanks. I stare down at my knotted fingers. Why are you so nervous, Anna? Anything to eat? No, thank you. I shake my head, and he heads to the counter.
Oh yeah, one of my friends who's on stream but doesn't have a Twitch account. She's American. She just goes, nobody says bag out.
I love that.
Yes.
Yes. Literally. But what does that even mean? Like, you put the tea bag in it, then you immediately take it out, so it's like really weak.
When it's served, it's a serve already done. Essentially, she's a lazy bitch who doesn't want to dip her own tea.
Oh, okay. That should be normal to be served tea.
Nothing about this book is normal.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I need to stop making things make sense.
Nope. That's the thing, though. As human beings with a brain, we want what we consume to make sense. Even when it's a stupid movie, at least we suspend our disbelief. This is supposed to be a romantic novel, but it comes off as a person's inability to understand words and letters.
Yeah.
You know, Meg, I think we should go for a quick 2-3 minute break.
Okay.
Yeah.
You put it in an ad.
Yeah. Not only that, I think I need to rage pee.
Okay.
So yeah, and you probably need to freshen up your drink or whatever. So we'll do a 2-3 minute break. For the non-subscribers, there will be an ad, and we will be right back. Enjoy my BRB scene. I changed the music, but the cuteness is still there. Be right back. And we're back. So my American the American messaged me going, no, I don't even know what it means. I assume it meant back out of the water, meaning that she wanted to dip it herself. So she just ordered
Oh
hot
yeah,
water and a
that
tea
makes
bag,
sense.
which means Gray took her to a shit cafe.
I thought he was a millionaire. What the fuck?
Exactly.
He really be doing the bare minimum.
Yep. Don't say
Red
that.
flag.
not
Not bare minimum. Sorry.
so far. Surprisingly, it's been 3 pages, and he's but for this whole chapter, he's only had one red flag. Maybe she
That's
changed
true.
him.
Oh my god! And he changed him because he's so damaged.
Oh no!
But she fixed him.
Oh. You know, when somebody says, I can fix him, this is the success story.
Oh no! Just don't bother trying to change anyone ever. You can't do it.
Find somebody who gels with you the way you gel with them and grow together. That's the secret.
And just accept people how they are. Don't try and change them.
Exactly. Anyway, where were we?
Okay, yeah. Jeez. Okay, she thought he was calling her sugar.
Yep.
Blah blah blah. I surreptitiously gaze at him from beneath my lashes again. Now she's doing the creepy.
Again with the serial.
Now she's doing the serial killer look back at him. Just
Yep.
imagine them both looking at each other like that. Ugh.
It's like,
I don't want to see
like
that.
bulls like start wanting to
Yeah,
fight
they're
each
like-
other.
They're just like charge.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh gosh, I lost my fucking place again.
I could watch him all day, I think. No, thank you. I shake my head and he hits the counter.
Yeah, sorry. I surreptitiously. Yeah, sorry.
I get totally lost when I'm reading this while listening to you.
Words. He stands in line waiting to be served. I could watch him all day. He's tall, broad-shouldered, and slim. The way those pants hang from his hips.
He's sitting down.
Oh my. No, he went to stand in line.
Okay.
But
Wait.
like,
Okay, Meg,
where else do pants hang from?
Meg, as you know, sometimes I refer to you as a woman. Do you look at a man? Do you look at a man's pants hanging from his hips?
No.
Exactly. Does anybody?
Like pants just sit. Pants just. Like, why even? It just frustrates me.
Ladies and those who refer to themselves as ladies or recognize themselves as ladies, do you look at the way a man's pants hang?
Like hang?
Yeah.
It's like you wouldn't think about how they hang unless they're one of those guys who wear them like halfway down their boxes.
Yep.
It's just like they do be hanging.
Yep. Or like because I'm a big size guy. Sometimes when I do dance rehearsals with my students, sometimes the pants will fall down a bit. Yeah, that's
yeah.
but that's understandable. You don't.
Yeah.
And it's not something people look out
It's
for.
not a fashion.
Yes, it's not. I'm not meaning to do that, but
It's like you can just say you're looking at his bulge, Jenna. Just admit it.
yeah.
If it,
Or looking at his butt. There's nothing wrong with looking at his butt. Objectify me. I like when
hashtag objectify men.
I like when women look at my butt. That's fine. I don't like when women look at how my pants hang. That's weird. unless they're my costume designer.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Oh my.
Oh my. Once or twice he runs his long, graceful fingers through his now dry but disorderly hair.
Wait,
Does that mean he did the photo shoot when his hair was wet?
Yep.
He needs to get his shit together.
And I also remember he has one finger like Slender Man. So he goes with one finger.
I'd like to do that. The thought comes unbidden to my mind, and my face
A
flames.
spontaneous combustion. She's dying again.
Uh,
Yay! All right, the book has ended. She's dying of spontaneous combustion.
Yay!
Reviews. I'm going to copy back and say I loved it. I usually don't like main characters dying early, but this is one that I do. Do you agree?
Yeah, 50 Shades review. Oh my god.
All right, where are we?
I bite my lip and stare down at my hands.
Again with the biting of lip.
Again, not liking the wayward thoughts are headed. Penny for your thoughts. Grey is back. Startling me.
Nobody says that in real life, you know? Penny for your thoughts.
No. If someone did say that, they'd be like over 60 at least.
Really old British pips.
Yeah, that's very true.
And there's no offense. I've heard really old British people say that, but young 20 somethings. No.
Never.
Yep.
I go crimson. I was just thinking about running my fingers through your hair and wondering if you would feel soft to touch. I shake my head. That was her subconscious, by the way.
Yep. We shouldn't.
He's carrying a tray. So
she shouldn't be able to hear because that's not scientifically correct at all, for fuck's
she's
sake.
got schizophrenia. Leave her alone.
Yeah. So,
along with the other array of issues.
Like spontaneous combustion. You know what? I wish okay, like you're an artist, right? I wish there was like I could hire a dedicated artist who draws really quickly and just draws every scene the way it's meant to be written. So we'll just have we'll just have a block Jose. We'll just have Anna on fire.
Oh no, I can do that.
But, yeah. Anyway, continue.
He's carrying a tray which he sets down on the small round birch veneer table. He hands me a cup and a saucer, a small teapot, and the side plate bearing a lone tea bag labelled "Twinning English Breakfast."
That's not how
my
you spell
favorite.
Twinnings. That's not how you spell Twinnings.
Is it not?
It's TWINNINGS. Unless my eyes are it's one N in the middle. See, she's trying to sound fancy. But number one, Twinnings is not that fancy. It's actually a very common English tea. I like English tea.
Yeah.
And two, she's got the spelling wrong.
Yeah. Maybe it's a copyright thing. I don't know. I don't know how it works. My favorite. He has a coffee, which my favorite, like they'll only have one brand of black tea in the restaurant. Gray didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
He has a coffee which bears a wonderful leaf pattern imprinted in the milk. Oh, I love to do that.
Mm-hmm.
How do they do that? I wonder idly. Couldn't be me. He also brought himself a blueberry muffin. Putting the tray aside, he sits opposite me and crosses his long legs. He looks so comfortable, so at ease with his body. I envy him. Here's me, all gawky, uncoordinated, barely able to get from A to B without falling flat on my face. So quirky.
Ben is here, and he goes, "Damn it!"
Oh, hello.
He says, "Damn it! I came to shit talk 50 Shades, not to simp." So he thinks you're hot.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Ben.
Sorry.
All right.
Your thoughts? He prompts me. This is my favorite tea. This is my favorite tea. My voice is quiet, breathy. I simply can't believe I'm sitting opposite Christian Grey in a coffee shop in Portland.
Ben just bonked us.
Oh, why?
You would know.
Trust me, my pussy has never been drier. There is no need for booking.
Okay, I got to clip that.
No.
Wait.
He frowns. Yeah, he frowns. He knows I'm hiding something. I pop the tea bag into the teapot and almost immediately fish it out again with my teaspoon as I place the used tea bag on the side plate. So she does like weak tea. That's gross.
But you put it in like that, there's no tea. It's water with a bit of yellow. It's pee.
That's disgusting. As I place the used
Ben
tea, not
says-
only does she.
Ben says the ooh voice, lol.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you. What did you say? Not only does she...
Not only does she not like coffee, she has really weak tea to the point where it's barely changed color.
What's gonna happen when she tastes cum for the first time?
She's like, it was so intense.
I've never tasted anything so sour.
I've never tasted anything so strong. I don't even like pepper. I eat white toast for breakfast with nothing on it. As I place the used tea bag on the side plate, he cocks his head, gazing quizzically at me. Quizzically. I like my tea black and weak, I mutter. Yeah, wait, no.
You can't... Wait, how is your tea black from a dip?
Yeah, it's not black, sweetie. It's barely brown.
Yes.
I see. Is he your boyfriend?
What the fuck? The
What?
tea? What? What?
Who? The photographer. Jose Rodriguez.
That's a red flag. Immediately.
That's
the first point
of the first date. Calm down.
Yep.
It's like if he was her boyfriend, she wouldn't have agreed to go on the date with you.
Exactly. And
I'm pretty sure.
And also, why are you so jealous and possessive of the two men that you've seen talk?
Yes, are you seeing anyone else?
Mhm.
Like, just gives you your tea. Calm down.
Exactly.
The photographer, yeah. I laughed, nervous but curious. What gave him that impression? No. Jose is a good friend of mine, that's all. But why did you think he was my boyfriend? The way he smiled at him and he at you.
Oh,
His grey gaze.
that's a fucking red flag again. In the fuck.
What?
That just creeps me out. That's why it's a...
once. Don't look at other guys.
Yeah. Be blind except for me.
Yeah. You looked at each other once. His grey gaze holds mine. He's so unnerving. I want to look away, but I'm caught. I'm spellbound. He's more like family, I whisper.
What you doing, Jose?
Family. Yeah. What you doing? Jose! It's like, Jose! I'm stuck in the dryer. Gray nods slightly, seemingly satisfied with my response. Little does he know. And glances down at his blueberry muffin. His long fingers. Why does she keep having to point out they're long?
Meg, I just came up with an idea. I'm gonna pause you right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember we're talking about how we should have an artist draw this. I just thought of something. How about in a future co-read, right? When everybody has had a turn, we'll have one where there'll be a co-reader, but you'll be there. But you don't co-read. You just draw while people are reading. While people one's reading, and then
I could do that.
And then at the end of the stream, you show off what you have drawn and show how.
Yeah. No, I would so do that. Like when the nights that I'm available, I'll let you know.
Yeah, and Ben just said yes, and Xavier just asked for ooh bear. Why does nobody ever ask for the Dragonborn? The guy in the Dragonborn reading this, he'll push Roda this whole fucking book.
It will.
Ooh, oh,
Fucking bunch of fucking weaves.
Wait, the American
Someone
just
just
said,
came into them.
yep, the American says you can hire a graphic recorder. Well, you could be the graphic recorder.
Yeah, Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
but
funny.
I don't have. Wait, something to record it while I draw? Because I make a lot of mistakes. I'm constantly rubbing it out.
Yeah, so,
That's part of my process.
rubbing it out. So are the fans of this book.
I'm constantly rubbing it out.
Can you imagine
Need a,
the
wait, I need to rub one out.
Can you imagine the second-hand books of this? It was like all
Ugh.
sticky and all like,
Mm.
and probably like the op shops, Salvation Army are going. Is there glue on this?
It's so gross. But Bob, did you hear of the phenomenon where the first 50 Shades movie came out in cinemas
Yeah.
and people kept finding cucumbers in the movie theaters after the movie? I'm not even joking. Like, I hope it was a joke, but there was like an actual article or something about that. And it's just so gross. Like, I just feel so sorry for the cleaners.
Hi, Jordan. Just saying hi to Jordan
Hi.
La. Lovely streamer, really, really talented. Do follow him. He called me Cikgu Bob, which means Teacher Bob.
Aww.
Yeah, I lovely guy. Great streamer. Very handsome. Anyway, yes, and Ben says you. Cucumbers.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you. Can you just use dildos, please?
Honestly.
Like, seriously, just use dildos, hands, stuff.
But why in the movie? Like, you couldn't wait for it to come out on CD or some shit. I don't know. Pirate it illegally.
Maybe just use the CD. Just use the CD.
Ew! Oh, don't say that. Don't say that.
But that, factually, when the book came out, there was a 50% increase in BDSM related injuries from people who don't know how to do BDSM. I'm not even joking. This is actual fact. So yeah,
Jesus.
Ben will confirm it with me. So
Weird.
Anyway, where were we?
Anyway.
See, tangents in this is more interesting than the book itself.
Very much. Yeah, we're more like family. His long fingers peel back the paper and I watch fascinated. Do you want some? He asks. And that amused secret smile is back. No thanks. I frown and stare down at my hands again. And the boy I met yesterday at the store.
Oh my god.
He's not your boyfriend.
That's why I went, oh my god, I saw that.
She would have said by now if she had a boyfriend, since you already asked.
Yes, I have
about another.
Please.
It's like no. So no man in your life is romantically involved with you. It's like not your dad. Your brother.
Not. Once I saw a guy giving a ticket to your car, not him. Because I've been stalking you, so I know how your tickets are.
I see you went to the mail cashier. What? What are you not telling me?
I heard you. I heard you curse and go, Jesus Christ. What's with you and Jesus?
What's going on there? This is not okay.
Nothing about this is okay.
No, Paul is just a friend. I told you yesterday. Oh, this is getting silly. Why do you ask? You seem nervous around men.
Because of you, bastard.
Maybe because of people like you.
Ben says Jesus is my sub. Again, Ben is continuing to try getting us cancelled by the Catholics. Thank
Is
you,
Ben
Dan.
Satan?
I'm not joking. Sorry,
Jesus is my sub.
I hope you don't mind that I share this, but the reason I love Ben so much is because parents, when their kids are babies, they give tiny thought books about animals and stuff. Ben bought baby Cthulhu books for his son.
What is Cthulhu?
Cthulhu, Cthulhu. You know those, that big like monster god Edgar Allan Poe. Oh no, not Edgar. One.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute. Oh, I
That.
love horror
Yep. So
that are bit of gothic vibes.
so he does that, and then he's got like horror baby books for his kids. So that's adorable. That is
cute.
adorable. Anyway, but he's not Satan. Maybe one day, if God wills it. All right.
God willing.
Yep.
Holy crap, that's personal. I'm just nervous around you, Gray.
Wait.
I find you intimidating.
Wait. He says Lovecraft Dante. Dante is his child's name. Dante, as in Dante's Inferno. Dante.
Holy shit! Oh,
awesome.
that's cute.
Lovecraft Dante is so cute. He loves Halloween decorations. He does. Oh. And H.P. Lovecraft. Thank you, American Shannon. H.P. Lovecraft. Yes. Ben got his kid H.P. Lovecraft baby books, which is fucking adorable. Anyway, where were we? It's so much Ben's baby. And it's way more interesting than this fucking book.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Where were we?
Holy crap, that's personal. I'm just nervous around you, Gray. Find you intimidating. I flush Scarlet. How many colors is she going to flush?
Yep.
But mentally pat myself on the back for my candor.
He says, Ben says, I'm just nervous around you, Mr. Gray. Yes, that's called a fight or flight response to a predator.
We've been talking about that.
Yep.
Yeah. You need to watch back, Ben, because her friend warned her.
Yep.
She's like, I don't trust this guy. And we're like, yes, and she still goes.
You know that that red flag parade I play? There should be one for her, going around with her.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Where are we?
Wait, what the frick?
I think I hear his sharp intake of breath. I find you intimidating.
Yeah. I mentally pat myself. Yeah, I hear his sharp intake of breath. You should find me intimidating. He nods. What do you mean by that?
He's warning
Very
her.
honest.
That's a fucking red flag already.
He's like, don't get close to me. I'm damaged. I'm too damaged.
Wait, I'm gonna need to add the red flag.
Okay, do it.
23 red flags already.
Woo!
All right, you're very honest.
Please don't look down. I like to see your face.
That's another fucking red flag. That's fucking creepy.
What?
Two
Please
red
don't
flags
look
in a
down.
single sentence.
She can control her own eyes. Thank you. As someone who's not good at eye contact, don't tell me to look you in the eyes. On the first date.
Oh, I glance at him.
And he gives an encouraging but wry smile. It gives me some sort of clue what you might be thinking. He breathes really breathily. It gives me some kind of clue what you might be thinking.
He's got lung problems. CPR, please.
Yeah. You're a mystery, Miss Steele. Mystery? Me? There's nothing mysterious about me. I'm an open book, like all the books I read. I think you're very self-contained, he murmurs. Am I? Wow, how am I imagining that? This is bewildering. Me? Self-contained? No way. Except when you blush, of course. Which is often.
Because she is petrified of you, bastard.
Yeah. I love how Gray's going for the most vulnerable person.
Yeah. Ben goes, I read books. I'm not like other girls.
She isn't. She only owns one skirt.
Yep. Thought about that. Oh, God.
That was my favorite added fact that I'm not like other girls in the first chapter. It's like, I put on the one skirt I own. I was like, okay, no one cares. He's self-contained? No way, except when you blush, of course, which is often. I just wish I knew what you were blushing about. He pops a small piece of muffin into his mouth and starts to chew slowly, not taking his eyes off
Okay,
me.
red flag. Red flag. This is
What's the red flag?
this. I got nothing to it. All right.
What's the red flag?
This what I'm doing to you right now.
Oh, let me look. No, that's just weird. It's not a red flag. It's just fucking weird.
It's sussy.
And then he goes into
okay. It's not
the
red flag.
villain.
It's sussy. It's still creepy,
It's just
but
pretty sussy baka
yeah,
of him.
sussy baka definitely.
As if on cue, I blush. Crap. Do you always make such personal observations? I haven't realized I was. Have I offended you? He sounds surprised. No, I answer truthfully. Good. But you're high-handed. I retaliate quickly. He raises his eyebrows, not metaphorically, as if I'm not mistaken. He flushes slightly too. Oh, we're getting like getting like a little bit of humanization for him.
Character growth. Wow.
Imagine
well
that.
done,
I thought he was a robot until now.
Well done for reading about the hero's journey and character
He has
arcs.
emotions. I'm used to getting my own way, Anastasia, he murmurs. Sorry, let me say that again. I'm used to getting my own way, Anastasia. In all things. I don't doubt it. Why haven't you asked me to call you by your first name? I'm surprised by my audacity. Yeah, calm down.
Yep, relax, bitch. What's triggered you?
The audacity of you.
Let's gaslight her. She's in the mood again.
Shut up. Why has this conversation become so serious? This isn't going the way I thought it was going to go. Can't believe I'm feeling antagonistic towards.
So antagonistic. Yes, he is the villain. That's why you're feeling antagonistic. He is the fucking
It's like
villain.
he's trying to warn me off.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. It's like
He's subconsciously saying, just run away from me. Oh, he still hasn't paid. Oh, he still hasn't said, call me Christian.
Wait. You miss the only people who use my given name. The one right on top.
Oh, my bad, yeah.
Right.
The only people who use my given name are my family and a few close friends. That's the way I like it.
That's the way, I like it.
I like it.
To be fair, if that song came on during this scene in the movie, that would be fun. That would make the movie
That
good.
would be pretty epic.
Yep.
I might watch it if that happens.
I would watch that.
Yeah. Oh, he still hasn't said, call me Christian. He is a control freak. There is no other explanation, and a part of me is thinking that it would have been better if Kate had interviewed
You
him.
think?
Two control freaks together. Plus, of course, she's almost blonde. Well, strawberry blonde. Like all the women in his office. And she is beautiful. My subconscious reminds me I don't like the idea. Sorry.
Earlier she called Kate's hair red blonde. Now it's strawberry blonde.
Strawberry blonde.
Obviously, she remembered what the term is when she was writing this.
Yeah.
And too lazy.
She was like, wait, what is it called? Red blonde? Yeah.
I'm too lazy to scroll up her BlackBerry and fix the previous one.
Bring out a smash out that BlackBerry and look it up.
I can't believe she wrote this on a BlackBerry. Actually, I can.
Yeah, I hope you can. I don't like the idea of Christian and Kate. I take a sip of my tea, and Gray eats another small piece of his muffin. Just put it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's weird to see. Okay, he's like playing with his food.
He is.
Are you an only child? He asks. Whoa, he keeps changing direction.
this starting to be strange. Like, are you an only child? That but what when do you live alone? Will anybody know if you go missing?
So, what is your relationship with your parents?
Oh my
Wait,
god, that's coming up.
What the fuck? Okay, are you an only child? He asked. Yes. Tell me about your parents. Why does he want to know? It's so dull. 'Cause he wants to know if anyone will notice you're missing. My mum lives in Georgia with a new husband, Bob. My stepdad lives in Montesano. Your father? My father died when I was a baby. Good, so no one in the state. No.
Time out. Ben says this is Silence of the Lambs. This is because this. Have you watched Silence of the Lambs?
Yes.
Scene,
It's
that
just
scene when she.
the awkward.
Yep. This is. Thank you. This is what I'm thinking as well, Ben.
Like, to be fair, like, he's very weird, but when she interviewed him, she asked if he was gay and got very put. So they're both just a bunch of weirdos. Anyways,
essentially, E.L. James has never had a normal conversation with anybody in her life because this is not how people talk.
that's kind of sad.
Yeah, this is how people can talk in silly ways when they get to know each other. Like you and me, we're friends for nearly a year now. We talk in silly ways.
Yeah.
That's fine. But this is not
Yeah.
how people who just met each other talk.
No.
Yeah.
Especially coming from a professional relationship.
Yep.
Yeah, my mum lives in Georgia with her new husband, Bob.
Ugh.
Can you stop dating Anna's mum, Bob? What's wrong with you?
I know. I know. I have a history with moms, but oh god.
Yeah. I'm sorry, he mutters, and a fleeting troubled look crosses his face. I don't remember him.
A fleeting troubled look. It's a troubled look, but like
Really?
in a second.
I love that he cares for like 5 milliseconds.
Yeah, mate. How do we act
like,
that? How do we act that out as actors?
Okay.
Fleeting troubled
Okay,
look.
I don't like that. Like, like just doesn't give a fuck. He's like, is this how you act, like, sorry for someone? So, I don't know. I'm
so
sad.
Oh, so sad. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway,
Ben just added lines that Christian could say. You still wake up sometimes, don't you? You wake up in the dark and hear the screaming of the lambs. And Christian could definitely say that.
He would. He would. And your mother remarried? I snort. You could say that. He frowns at me. No, you're not giving much away, are you? He says dryly.
She is giving a lot away.
Rubbing his chin. She's literally like, she's literally pouring her life story out.
She's using her sinus problems to tell him that.
Yeah, she's had 2 seizures today. She was on her deathbed. What do you expect?
She had spontaneous combustion. By the way, Ben,
she
died again from spontaneous combustion. You missed it. It was great.
Yeah, had some seizures. He says dryly, rubbing his chin as if deep in thought, or pretending to at least.
Yep.
Neither are you. You've interviewed me once already, and I can recollect some quite probing questions then.
Like what? Are you gay? There's no probing question. Probing question things like what?
Oh, it's coming up, Bob! It's coming up!
All right.
He smirks at me. Holy shit. He's remembering the gay question.
Oh my god.
I was hoping that would come up again. I thought that would just drop that in the first chapter and never bring it up again. I'd be like, this is like that old lady who mentioned she had breast cancer in the room and never brings it up again. That would be like that. But I'm glad they did.
Okay, I'm talking seriously as a writer. I'm imagining this could be a good book for exploration of sexual pleasures for men who they assume is gay. Like some men like getting fingered and stuff, but they don't like to admit it. So this could have been a good book about that. But
No,
no way will Christian be a subservient.
no.
No fucking
If
way.
If
They
a
went-
guy asked me to peg him, I would honestly just say we're done.
All right, the dragon bond is here.
Go off, King.
I'm out there. Anyway, yes,
Iconic.
listen. That the dragon bond is gonna read 50 Shades of Grey.
Hell yeah!
You know there are books in Skyrim.
I've never seen a more iconic crossover.
Yes. You know that there are books in Skyrim that are better than this,
Yeah.
and I'm not joking. There are actually books that not me, Brian David Gilbert read. He's read all the books in Skyrim. He said there are some that actually made him laugh out loud. So
Well, I don't doubt you for a second. If you could say anything is better than this.
Where is it?
He's remembering the gay question once again. I'm mortified. Then why did you say it? In years to come, I know I'll need intensive therapy to not be embarrassed every time I recall this moment. Girl, you need intensive therapy
Yep.
in every aspect of your life.
Yep.
And an intensive surgery if your health problems are to be believed.
Mm-hmm.
I start blubbering about my mother. Anything to block that memory. My mum was wonderful. An incurable romantic. She's currently on her fourth husband.
On her fourth husband, like at this moment she's writing.
She's writing him right now.
Yeah. My mom and I. Yeah.
She just texted me. She's writing him.
Yep, yeah. She's sweaty. I have a sense. I can tell by my mom.
She needs to stop texting
Yep.
me about this.
No, I have a sense when my mom is begging. I just have it. Oh,
I have a
God.
sixth sense.
Uh,
I'm different.
I'm not like other girls. I know why my mom has
I know when my
sense.
mum is banging. Christian raises his eyebrow in surprise. I'd be shocked too. I miss her, I continue. She has Bob now.
No, she fucking doesn't.
She has Bob now. I just hope he can keep an eye on her and pick up the pieces where her brain schemes don't go as planned. I smile fondly. I haven't seen my mum in so long. Christian is watching me intently, occasionally sips his coffee. I really shouldn't look at his mouth. It's unsettling. Those lips.
How can you?
They've
How
done some
can you look
stuff.
at somebody's lips when they're drinking coffee?
How can you look at somebody's lips unsettlingly?
Yep. I don't know.
Unless maybe he's eaten people before, then it's kind of like, I don't know, like, do you get along with your stepfather? He's literally asking about every man in her life.
Yep. We guessed this was coming.
It's like, did your stepfather come into your room at night? What the fuck is going on?
Do you remember
Of course
feelings? Do you remember him telling you not to tell mum about something?
Oh god. That's fucked. Of course I grew up with him. He's the only father I know. And what's he like? Ray, what does that mean, Bob?
I'm going to Google it. I've seen that word before, but it's only used in really, really, really big books that I don't understand. Reserve or are communicative in speech. Oh, he's a mute, essentially. Oh,
he's a mute now? He can't speak?
Because Ray answers in grunts. So he's sensitive. You could just say he's not much of a talker.
Oh no, Anna said that.
Yep, no. Yeah, she could just say he's not much of a talker.
Yeah. Like, he's quiet. I don't know.
He's quiet, but
Anyway.
he cares. This E.L. James, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Don't stop gaslighting my dyslexia.
Stop gaslighting my slightly more than average brain capacity. Please, thank you.
That's it? Grey asked, surprised. I shrugged. What does this man expect? My life story? That word again.
Taciturn.
Taciturn, like his stepdaughter, Gray prompts. I refrain from rolling my eyes at him. He likes soccer, European sports
What?
specifically, and
What
bowling.
other soccer is there?
European soccer.
No, football. There's different kind of footballs. There's Australian football.
I know we
American
call it soccer here.
Yes, but soccer. There's only one kind of soccer. So
I mean, they call soccer football in some countries.
in most countries.
But like, if you call it soccer, it's like it can't be confused with anything
Yeah,
else.
if you call it football, people will go, what? American football, Australian football.
Yeah.
And there's even
Is it rugby or not?
is it rugby as well? Yeah, and that. But you see, she's British. She should know better than this.
She is. I didn't know that actually.
E.L. James is a Brit who live in the US. But no, European soccer.
Yeah.
It's just that annoys me. Not just as a soccer fan, as a fan of words, who understands that there's only one soccer. There's different footballs, but one soccer. Anyway, sorry.
Oh, good. Fly fishing and masking furniture. He's a carpenter, ex-army. I sigh. You lived with him.
Oh,
You lived with him.
She had the hots for him. Ex-army.
Ex-army. And he's
Oh,
like, you lived with him?
No, yep.
Yeah. Yes, my mum met husband number 3 when I was 15. She just objectifying all these men, that just giving them numbers.
Yep.
I stayed with Ray. He frowns as if he doesn't understand. Maybe because he doesn't, I'm very confused myself.
I'm fucking confused.
You didn't want to live with your mum, he asks. I blush. This is really none of his business. Husband number 3 lived in Texas.
Why she turned
I'm
on
worried.
Why she turned on by being attacked?
What? Husband number 3 lived in Texas. My home was Montresano, thank you.
Just think you're Italian American. Montesano. I'm walking here.
Montresano, I am walking here. You know, my mum was newly married. I stop. My mum never talks about husband number 3. Where is Gray going with this? This is none of his business. 2 can play at this game. Tell me about your parents, I ask. He shrugs. My dad's a lawyer. My mum's a pediatrician. They live in Seattle. Cool. Oh, he had an affluent upbringing. And I wonder about a successful couple who adopt 3 kids, and one of them turns into a beautiful man who can take on the business world and conquer it single-handedly. What drove him to be this way? His folks must be proud.
Wait, didn't she ask this during the interview?
Yeah. She wasn't listening. She was too busy flushing.
Mm-hmm.
Clogging up his toilet.
At IKEA.
At IKEA, yeah. What do your siblings do? Elliot's in construction. My little sister is in Paris studying cookery under some renowned French chef. His eyes cloud with irritation. He doesn't want to talk about his family or himself. He doesn't like his own family. What? I hear Paris is lovely, I murmur. I hear Paris is lovely.
Again with the fucking
Why doesn't he want to talk about his Why doesn't he want to talk about his family? Is it because he's adopted? It's beautiful. Have you been? Oh wait, it's beautiful. Have you been? He asks, his irritation forgotten. I've never left mainland USA. So now we're back in the banalities.
Everything here is banal. Banalities being boring as fuck.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Everything here is banal as fuck. It's a banal.
What is he hiding?
Where's
the
hidden Mickey? You made it sound like that. Where's the hidden Mickey?
Where's the hidden Mickey? Would you like to go to Paris? I squeak. This is throwing me. Who wouldn't want to... Stop throwing her! Who wouldn't want to go to Paris? Of course, I concede. But it's England that I'd really like to visit. So, okay, capitalistic bitch.
Ben says squeak.
He cocks his head to one
Again with
side.
a cock.
He keeps cocking it, running his index finger along his lower lip.
Wait,
that was-
no.
That was my middle
You-
finger.
Wait, Meg. You have to cock your head to one side and then so sideways head and
Ew. Who wouldn't want to go to Paris? Of course I concede, but it's England that I'd really like to visit. Oh yeah. He cocked.
Yep.
Oh my, because I don't think I'd want to hear a guy say "oh my."
Oh my.
Oh.
Exactly. Oh my.
But he just sounds more and more like an old guy, like a really old person. I'm confused.
Mm-hmm.
Because I blink rapidly. She's having another seizure, guys. Someone call the ambulance. Concentrate, Steele. It's the home of Shakespeare, Austin, the
Jane Austen.
Bronte sisters. Austin, the Bronte sisters.
Yep. Bronte sisters.
Thomas Hardy.
Essentially, this is what Ben was saying in the previous stream. There's such a love for traditional British authors. When there are newer British authors, there are American authors, Kiwi authors, there are Australian authors of all kinds. This is just A.L. James flexing that I'm so great because I read all these novels.
Yeah, and she's projecting that onto Anna, like very pretentious.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see the places that inspired those people to write such wonderful books. Like, sweetie, this was written in the Great Depression. You wouldn't want to be in that time.
This was written during the plague. This was written.
Yeah.
This was written when all the Loyals were getting beheaded. Where else, huh? Exactly.
All this talk of literary. Thank you. Greats remind me that I should be studying. I glanced down at my watch. I better go. I have to study. Such a goody-good for your exams. Yes, they start Tuesday. Where's Miss Kavanagh's car? In the parking lot. I'll walk you back. Thank you for the tea, Mr. Gray. Call him by his name. Who gives a fuck, pretentious bastard? He smiles his odd, I've got a whopping big secret smile.
I've got a whopping big secret.
I have a whopping big secret smile. That's gonna be real cheesy.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Anastasia. It's been my pleasure. Come, he commands.
Coming already?
She's like, ah!
Alright. Spoiler for the sex scenes later on. But apparently, most of the sex, he comes in like a minute or two. So it's not really that good sex.
That's just He commands and holds his hand out to me. I take it, bemused. I follow him out of the coffee shop.
But you earlier you were freaked out, and now you're bemused.
It's Stockholm syndrome.
We stroll back to the hotel.
We stroll back to the hotel, and I'd like to say it's a companionable silence. He, at least, looks his usual calm, collected self. As for me, I'm desperately trying to gauge how our little coffee morning has gone. I feel that I've been interviewed for a position, but I'm not sure what it was. Do you mostly wear jeans? He asked out of the blue. I have one skirt. Mostly.
Are you questioning what she wears?
Oh, he's gonna make her dress differently or some shit.
Yep, that's gonna happen.
Mostly, he nods. We're back at the intersection, crossing the road from the hotel. My mind is reeling. What an odd question. Yeah, a lot of the questions have been odd, Anna. Have you been paying attention?
Yeah, from chapter 1, especially the questions you asked as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm aware that our time together is limited. This is it. This was it. I've completely blown it. I know. Perhaps he has someone. Do you have a girlfriend? I blurt out. Holy crap, did I say that out loud? His lips quirk up in a half smile.
He's
He
having
looks
a
down
stroke.
at me.
He's having a stroke now.
Yeah, only half his face is working.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what does that mean? He's not gay? Or maybe he is. Crap. How can you have sexual tension with someone who's gay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just what? Her gaydar is bullshit.
Yep. Wait, there's no token gay characters here as well.
Oh,
So probably that's why she doesn't know.
I don't even want to keep reading. No, joking. He must have had lied to me in his interview, and for a moment, I think he's going to follow on with some explanation, some cue in this cryptic statement, but he doesn't. I have to go. I have to reassemble my thoughts. I have to get away from him.
Can she
I
please
walk
reassemble
forward.
her
I trip.
words? It's so hard to read.
She walks forward and trips. She thinks I have to get away from him.
Mm-hmm.
She walks forward and trips. Stumbling headlong onto the road. Shit, Anna! Gray cries. Okay, this is a Twilight moment.
This is the Twilight moment.
He tugs the hand as he's holding so hard that I fall back against him as a cyclist whips past, narrowly missing me, heading the wrong way down this one-way street. It all happened so fast. One minute I'm falling, the next I'm in his arms and he's holding me tightly against his chest. I inhale his clean, vital scent.
What's a vital
it smells
scent?
of fresh laundry.
What's a vital
laundered
scent?
linen.
I don't know.
Fucking I've given up on making sense.
Yep. He
Smells of fresh laundered linen and some expensive body wash. Oh my, it's intoxicating. I inhale deeply. Are you okay? He whispers. He has one arm around me, clasping me to him, while the fingers of his other hand trace my face, gently probing.
So
he's
first,
gently probing you already?
No.
In public?
First he's touching her cheek, and then now he's like probing it, like.
He's like
No, like he's trying to squeeze, like put a finger to her face.
That's so funny. Oh wow. Examining me. He's like, how many how many skin cloths can I make out of you?
Oh,
he's like, examining. No, sorry. His thumb brushes my lower lip. I hear his breath hitch. He's staring into my eyes, and I hold his anxious, burning gaze for a moment. Or maybe it's forever. But eventually, my attention is drawn to his beautiful mouth. Oh my. And for the first time in 21 years, I want to be kissed. I want to feel his mouth on me.
End of chapter.
End of chapter 3.
2 hours 15 minutes. So essentially, Lauren is 217, and Ben was 216, and now you're 215. Essentially, every reader is going, let this end faster, every reader end as fast as possible.
By 1 minute.
So,
holy shit.
mate, thoughts from an artist and a partial dyslexic?
Oh god. Yeah, don't give this guy a second date.
Don't give the fan any.
I mean, what can I say? She's been warned by her closest female friend
Mm-hmm.
and roommate that he means trouble, and he's obviously going after the most vulnerable person who doesn't quite know herself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's downhill from here.
Yeah.
I'd say.
And it's so hard to read.
Yeah, it was challenging.
That one paragraph
I
that
stumbled a lot.
yeah, you stumble a lot. But remember,
Yeah.
you're not the only one. All three readers have stumbled a lot. And
Okay.
another matter of fact is there was that one paragraph that really made me angry. I don't want to revisit it, but it made me so mad.
What, the Green Man?
Yes, whatever that was. Oh my god! Every single sentence in that paragraph did not fit every other sentence. It was like watching somebody, play those blocks where you have to fit the shapes together, but doing it wrong. Not because they're on purpose, because they don't know how to do it better and they refuse to learn how to do it better.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it just
Oh man.
that was a lot.
Another day, another hellscape.
At least you're
It
done.
was fun though.
It was, yeah, it was. It was. Thank you, Meg.
No, I would like to do it again.
Of course, I would love that
I
one.
would.
Maybe the one you do with Lauren when she finally gets Discord is where she reads and you draw.
Ooh,
Oh, that would
I
be
want
so.
to read with her though.
Yes, I can't wait.
How else am I gonna simp?
But no, thank you, Meg. That was a lot.
Of course.
At least you can rest and you can choose to watch the next episodes like the day after and everything. I've got tomorrow
I
with
absolutely will. I want to know where it goes.
Yep, but I have tomorrow with Azion and Thursday with Shade, and I'm going. Oh God, why did I put myself in 3 whole days? But then it's my schedule, so what to do?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I'll be tuning in. I'll be in the chat.
all right, thank you, Meg. All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to jump into my credits. So if you any last words?
Watching.
Pardon, sorry.
Just thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Please follow Meg on her YouTube. She does need more. She's severely undersubbed. She's been doing a lot of singing. Wait, you're frozen. What? What? You're frozen.
Am I?
Yep.
Oh no.
Yep. Ducky, just redeem hydrate. I think we need a glass of water.
Am I back?
Wait, just a second. Let me just try this. There we go. You're back. Yeah, please follow her on YouTube. She's severely understaffed. She's done a lot of covers, beautiful covers, and she
It's
just
just for fun.
she does like some videos with the Cancel Club, which is the club we're in, the gaming club we're in. But she just released her first solo gaming video, and it was fucking
Yeah.
funny.
Thank you.
It was hilarious. Because it was also about a gaslighting couple.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much.
And not only that, what's really funny is the fact that you have the most powerful computer between all the Cancel Club, and yet you play the lowest end game.
I know, I played it was so bad, but it was funny, so I was like, whatever.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not a good gamer.
Oh no, you're not a good gamer. You're a fun gamer. Don't forget that.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to jump into the credits and hopefully it work. Good night, mate. I'll message
Good
you.
night.
Good night. I'll message you through Discord. Meg, as always, you are Bearman bless.
Good night,
Good night.
guys.
All right.
Bearman bliss.
Bearman bliss. All right, and so, ladies and gentlemen, let me get into the credits. I hope it finally fucking works. And yes, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. But now my camera doesn't work. Oh, for fuck's sake! And now it doesn't work. Oh, for fuck's sake! Are you freaking kidding me? Nope. The credits don't work. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for hanging out. Thanks. Thanks to new followers. Thanks for hosting. Yeah, my credit does not work at all. What the fuck? That's annoying. So it doesn't matter. All right, I'm just gonna jump into here, somewhere. I'm just gonna jump into here. Nope, this doesn't work as well. All right, I'm just gonna be silent then. And yes, so thank you very much. We're gonna rate somebody. Please come back tomorrow night as the reader will be Azion, and come back the night after because you will share the lano. If you haven't followed, please hit the follow. If you have the money, subscribe. But if you don't want to, that's totally fine. I'm doing this for content, but I would love subscriptions as well. Let us rate. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, we're in for the treat. We are going to rate one Hasmir. One Hasmir is actually one of the designers for Final Fantasy 15. So we're going to rate him. So I'm going to open his stream. Where is it? Yep. So we are going to rate yes, one Hasmir. Really lovely guy. He's one of the designers for Final Fantasy 15 and he's got his own games. I bought one of his own games and I'm going to play on stream sometime later this month when I'm not doing 50 Shades. So that's one Hasmir. Is that his stream? Yes. Rate time, bish. Ladies and gentlemen, you have all been Bearman blessed. Yep, my rate command still doesn't work. Sorry. I'll fix it. Boom.
Welcome, Bearman Bob, and thank you so much for the raid. Hey, leaders, welcome to One Has Games. I am now playing Omori, trying to complete the side quest within an hour. If not,